of it. So while Jessica is going to go through recognition, I see her beautiful, beautiful face. I want you guys all to put one word about how you feel about this freaking promotion. And I will start with ecstatic. So blow up the chat with the one word that comes to your mind about this amazing promotion. And I'm going to turn it over to the one and only Jessica Rigner, who just qualified for an all expenses trip to Mexico. Woo, woo, woo.
All right, you friends. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I joined a little late because I couldn't get all this unbelievable recognition printed out. That's the deal. It's too much. My printer's like, stop with the recognition. It's unbelievable. So guys, first of all, I am excited that we have such a good call tonight. Erika Rothenberger and her unbelievable energy. There's so many people to recognize that are crushing and killing it for Mexico. We have until the 14th. So I'm just going to preview that. I'm so fired up. So new dreamers in action. Let's just give it up in the chat for these people that are just blowing my mind. Christina MacArthur hit consultant in 48 hours. She literally came on board and just was like, let's go. Brandy Bishop and Cassandra Smith, great job reaching they say that's the most important leadership level in the company, consultant. Top enrollers, Kisa Maxwell, Kristen Harina, Tina Burns, Brandy Bishop, Jenny Thompson, Christina MacArthur, Laura Laurie, Sherry Malanga, Jesse Mitchell, there's girl M. Sutherland, Linda Spangler, Sheila Sands, Angela Godber, Charlotte Weems, Andrew Bowen, Brianni Dene, Amelia Grace, Sherry Long Romero, Cassandra Capozzi, Beth Rothman, Jamie Worth, Ashley Davis, Susan Selesli. Way to go. People, love this. You really took the mocha and went to the moon. On Team Win, Crystal Executive, watch out for this one. Michelle Stanton, blowing, and I mean blowing it up. Crystal Executive, I blinked and the girlfriend went Crystal Executive. I'm very proud of you, Michelle Stanton. Crystal Manager, Wendy Smith, Christine Lauer, Matt, and Tammy Phelps, also is Crystal Manager. Manager, Angie Bullock and Melissa Wynia. Top enrollers, guys, Laura, you killed it with 7 enrollments. Christy Hunter, Valkyrie, Holly Kirsch, Summer Meyer, Denise Salmon, Michelle Quinn, Nikki Rempel, Jana Jacob, Katie Flanagan, Ann White, Evelyn Bernstein, Wilma Larson, Somaine Igor, and Joni Flam. 3 to 7 enrollments, lighten it up, taking the mocha and going to the moon. I love it, and I'm so excited about what's happening. Lauren and I have been texting about all these incredible new people that are coming out of the blue. If you know anything about manifestation, I asked Lauren the other day, I said, how did you meet this person? She said, they reached out to me. Guys, I want to recognize you, Lauren, because that's what's called being in the flow. Attracting and being a magnet. You are an absolute magnet. And speaking of magnets, to know her is to love her. To literally, if you ran into her in the street, you didn't even know who she was, you'd just be drawn so much into her energy. Her business is on fire. She's sort of a legend in the company. Every time Kathy Cooper talks about her, she laughs a little bit and she goes, she went 5-star in the same week and her husband went 5-star too. And Kathy, I know, just thinks that is just the greatest story in the whole world. 5-star, both positions in the same week, headed for 6-star. I don't know that there's ever been a trip she hasn't earned. I've traveled all over the country, all over the world with her, and she's one of the most fun people. But I think one of the things that I want to recognize, why I think you guys will be fired up to pay attention and get your notebook, is that I have never seen someone who gets other people. I mean, I say to her, I'm like, you would motivate. She is so committed to getting other people to get there too, to cross the finish line. And she does everything shy of standing on her own head up at 4 something in the morning to get people there. And she will have a tribe. She'll have a boat, a bus, a plane. They'll charter in a private aircraft to get her team there because she's going to have a lot of people. So no one better to get us. We have 14 days from today. No one better to get us there than Erika Rothenberger. With that, I'll turn it over to you, Erika.
All righty, guys. I don't know if we have our glasses ready. My hat's about to be packed. I mean, if you guys do not have your bags packed, Holly, come on, here we go. All right. We were manifesting earlier today what color suits people are going to wear. We have multiple colors. We have black, we have cobalt blue, we have green with Jen. I mean, people are doing this up. I mean, everyone's going to be asking in white where the tassels are. We are going to be pulling out all the stops because every single person on this call, even if you're not running right now and you decide tonight's your night, you guys got 14 days to get there. And let me tell you, this company could not be more generous. Could not be more generous with all the things they're lining up for us. I mean, they're literally, it's like lining up like the bowling alley with the bumpers on, right? Have you ever played bowling with the bumpers? And you're like, this is a lot easier. They're lining it up so we have no gutter balls. They're saying mocha. They're saying, hey, listen, we have this amazing promo this week. I know Team Win is adding a Peloton into orders this week, like that people that, you know, get an order of new people of 100 BV or more get entered to win a free Peloton. Guys, there's so many alignments right now. So when the stars align, you run. And Isagenix didn't do this by accident. They did this on purpose to help every single person that wants this. Okay, maybe you're on this, you're like, I don't want to go to Mexico and I don't want the $600. I think you're crazy because I want you there sitting on a lawn chair next to me. However, this is still lining your business up for such success. And everything each and every one of you is going to do right now is going to tee you up for December, for January, for February, when you need all that growth coming into your business, all these new people flooding into your business. Lauren and Jessica, I still don't have shared access. So if one of you guys can give me share screening, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to share a presentation.
So now she's got to make you the host, and then you
should
have
awesome. Awesome. No worries. But I did a presentation for Mexico this week, speaking of like going to Mexico, talking about the collagen getting released there. And we talked about how to just explode our business and some things that I'm doing right now, especially now that we have this new promotion. And if you don't know what this new promotion is, you haven't heard of it today, guess what? You have 7 days to still make this promotion happen. And again, the company is giving us the opportunity to share our amazing collagen, our adaptogen elixir product. Holly and I just did a live tonight all about it. And if you weren't able to be on, feel free to check it out. It is, it's actually on our, it's on my Facebook page. It's shared on Holly's Facebook page. We'd be more than happy to have you tag people, show them, tell them what it's all about. I'm just going to bring up my file here, guys. Give me 1 minute. Technology is not being my friend right this second. Hold on one moment. But in the meantime, what I want to say to each and every one of you is I want you to be so excited for the opportunity, so excited for what this company is doing to align the momentum for where we're all going. And all of you decided to call in tonight because you know that you have liquid gold, not only with this collagen product, but with this company. And if there's ever been, you know, a time to run, it is absolutely right now, in this moment, in the swing of the things. So hold on one moment. I really want to be able to share this presentation with you. So give me 1 moment. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties here. And
while Erica's doing that, let me ask, and just in the chat, guys, I'd love to hear just where you are standing wise. If you have tracked where you are in terms of the Mexico, if you've mad dashing, where have you been? Who's qualified? Who's close? Who knows what they have to go if it's enrollments or managers? Drop that in the chat. I'd love to. So Ann has 1 man. Oh, Ashley Chico, 1 more consultant. Ann White needs 1 manager. Janelle Kelly is in. Locked and loaded. Bendowski, Jen Bendowski, 1 consultant away. 2 consultants and a manager for Mia. Awesome. 2 enrollments, a consultant. Brandy has 2 more consultants to go. 3 more consultants and 1 manager for Daniela. Michelle Quinn, 1 consultant, 1 manager. I love it. Amazing.
Wow. And Jessica, we have a lot of people who are like literally, as you would say, a hot molecule or 2 hot consultants or 1 manager or 4 enrollments away. I mean, guys, and we have 14 days, including today, to do it. We've seen people go executive in that amount of time. We've seen people go to 2-star in that amount of time. You all can make this happen, but 99% of it is the belief. It's doing the work and putting it in, but manifesting it, seeing yourself in that beautiful bathing suit, imagining yourself sitting next to just all these incredible people, where you're going to sit on the plane, what your room's going to look like, what your first drink is going to be when you get there, and just really believing it. Now, Jessica, can you see my screen?
Yeah, you have some things coming up for Tadpoles and St. Mary Roman Catholic Church.
Okay, that's not what you guys are supposed to be seeing. Sorry, we had CCD tonight.
Tadpoles is really trying to get in touch with you, though. You can get back to them.
All righty, I'm not sure. Hold on 1 minute. Let's try that one more time. That's Adeline's daycare. You know, why when you need something to work, won't it work? You don't see Explode My Business?
We see it. Explode Your Business.
Woo! Man, oh man, I swear, guys, I was an engineer by schooling, and I still technically am, but sometimes technology is just not always my friend. So guys, I'm going to walk you through this because this is all about how we're exploding our business. Exploding our business, yes, to get to Mexico. Absolutely. A lot of us, that's our main goal right now, but exploding our business because all of this growth is happening strategically at such a pivotal time when our business really mass explodes when the new year comes, but all the work you're doing right now. The other thing I want everyone to remember is all of the good habits you're making. All of the things that you are doing right now, today, tomorrow, till you win that trip to Mexico, that you're going to continue to do because you know that's what's going to create this growth. So again, I'm going to walk you through these slides real quick, just some things that I'm doing, reminding everyone what this promotion is all about. Okay, guys, so remembering that this new product, if someone, I'm not recommending the 4-pack to anyone, I'm only recommending the 6-pack. However, if someone decides to grab a 4-pack of collagen elixir, they get a free box of adaptogen elixir this week to try. If they grab 4 boxes of the adaptogen elixir, they get 1 free box of the collagen this week. They pay for shipping. However, we should all be sharing this, right? Buy more, save more, right? We want the best value. And when you're talking to your customers, saying that to them, can I show you how to get the absolute best value, the best results, and the best return on your investment with this collagen? And I don't know anyone that's going to say no. So show them the 6-pack right away. It's the only pack I'm showing people. You buy the 6-pack of collagen or the 6-pack of adaptogen elixir, and you get 1 free box when you buy the 6-pack of collagen, 1 free box of the adaptogen elixir. So what does that do? It introduces them to someone that's really excited about the collagen. It introduces them to the feel-good part, right? They get to taste the kombucha. They get to try that product and be like, wow, for 5 whole days, they can double dose with it, or they can use it for the first 10 days, 1 dose a day. So not only do they get the free box, but they also get the free shipping. So it is a no-brainer. Then you say, hey, who are 2 other people we can bring on board with you? So now not only is the company going to give you back $200, but you're going to get a free box of elixir, and you're going to get free shipping, and you're going to basically get your collagen paid for. I mean, it is a no-brainer for anyone who is running this week. So again, a lot of these ideas you guys have heard before, but let's walk through these this time. I'm going to walk you through each one of these things that the team is doing, things I'm doing, things that we want to just put out there and create for other people to really get people excited. Get people excited that haven't heard about the collagen yet. Get people reinvigorated who have heard about the collagen, but just weren't on that cusp, and reminding them they have 7 days. And guys, whenever there's a limited period of time, we want to use a sense of urgency to excite them, to get them to know there's a limited time that they can get this free box, to get the free shipping, to grab those 2 people. So guys, reminding yourself, surveying your audience, getting out there, asking people, have you used collagen before? Have you liked it? Start to ask those questions. Yeah, I've used collagen, but it hasn't worked before. I've used collagen, but I hate it clumpy in my coffee. I've used collagen before, but I haven't seen the results. And it opens the opportunity for you to survey your audience, find out who's used collagen or who hasn't used collagen, and educate them, right? Using our systems that work. Are you ready to glow it up? Yeah, so ready. Oh, I'm thinking about it. Putting those in your stories, putting those in your posts, asking people these questions. Okay, so that's one thing. Start surveying your audience, find out what they're doing. Your social media posts and stories, putting together really good content, talking about your own personal experience. So I love using the graphics. Isagenix has created such phenomenal graphics for each and every one of us to use. However, guys, adding your real story in, talking in the stories, doing a live like Holly and I did tonight, sharing that excitement. There is nothing anyone can take away than your voice and your excitement and your like reflection of how it's been, how it's changed your life, what it's done for you. Because they can see a million before and afters, but when they hear your story, that's when it really becomes alive for them. Or sharing it with someone else who has a phenomenal social media story about it too. So don't be afraid to put it out there, to sprinkle those in, to use your post, to add your own reflection in your own story. Graphics are amazing. But again, we're not just a commercial. We are ourselves. And that's the beautiful part about this company, that we get to share all of those real life stories. So using those testimonials from other people, right? Showing this, having someone reading that and creating that FOMO, that fear of missing out, the fear of missing out that I won't be at Mexico, the fear of missing out if I don't try the collagen, what it will be like. What are those little snippets, those little stories, looking at that, someone looks in the mirror and says, I really wish I could change those dark circles, or I really wish my hair was stronger, or I really wish my nails grew, or I really wish I had less joint pain. Make them feel what is in it for them and know what's in it for them when you're talking to them, reminding them how important it is to know about how it's going to reflect and change their life. Not yours, but theirs. So making sure you know what they're, as they read the testimonials, you're asking those questions. You're asking those questions, you know, if you could change one thing with collagen, what would it be? And finding that out and really speaking to that and tagging them in testimonials that pertain to that. Guys, our VIP pages, we all have them. Making sure if you're not using the process, you go back to the basics. We're including them in the VIP pages. We're putting them in there. We're sharing the launch, because guys, that page is built for us by everyone on this team. Everyone's adding comments and ideas and suggestions, and the pages are tens of thousands of people, where there's so many other people that there is the fear of, hey, listen, Betty's using it, and Johnny's using it, and Sue's using it, and Jessica's using it, and Lauren's using it. I want to use it too. And they get to, you never know who they may relate to in that page. So sharing that page with them and making sure they're put in there. So it's constantly peppering and sprinkling in there, even if they're not ready to pull the trigger. There could be one post that happens tomorrow morning that puts them over the edge, that they text you and say, I'm ready to buy that collagen, and I want that free box of adaptogens. Start talking to people about the adaptogens too. Guys, they talk about the holidays that are coming up, the stress that people are feeling right now with just the way that the world is and everything else. Make sure you're including that in, letting them know, educating them on what that product is and how phenomenal it is that they're going to get it for free to try. Do some tasting events. Mia and I did one yesterday at Orange Theory Fitness. We asked Orange Theory, can we come up? We set up an awesome table. We gave away 12 gifts, 10 of them being either a free bottle of collagen elixir, or being an adaptogen, or some of them were the amped products. And we got 30 different contacts yesterday of people that were super excited to learn more about their products. We sent little information sheets out. We asked them, are you interested in increasing your energy? Are you looking for meal replacements? Are you looking to increase your athletic performance? Do you want better skin or nails? Asking them what is in it for them. So when you go back and you talk to them and you have these events, whether they're at your home, they're at a boutique, they're in a salon, wherever they may be, that you're asking them about them. And the raffles work wonders. People love free things. And that's why this promotion is so phenomenal this week. PVC, guys, everyone should be using it. Many of you have heard it, but if you haven't and you're not following it, it works. Sending them a page to our community Facebook group, reminding them why you're inviting them in there, getting them in there, getting them excited, letting them see all of the interaction and everything that's going on, all the support, all of our faces and names and all of the content that's in there, sending them a video, whatever your favorite video is or what video works for them. And then lastly, sending them a cart, right? Sending them a cart of saying, hey, here's your link. Here's your special link with the free box of adaptogen elixir. And this is going to include the free shipping. It expires on Sunday at midnight. So again, giving them a call to action that they need to act to be able to get the free box plus the free shipping. And if you really think about it, guys, that's almost a $60 value, right? And if you need to, if they're still on the edge, you can always add a message in with someone else, right? They want to learn a little bit more, you have a story they feel they can really relate to, you can always add a message in there with someone else on the team. Making sure, guys, you get your recommended carts set up right now. So remember, your recommended carts for this promotion, you have to add the free box in there. So having
Erika, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this was a big point of confusion for people today. And I think that I understand it now after really going through it again. So there is actually a SKU the company created. When you go in, manage my recommended carts, it's the first recommended carts. It says, you guys know that. So you don't have to do anything differently except add in your lifestyle rewards. Create them now. And just as you're saying that, one tip, I want to just drop a pin right here. Anyone that I have that just ordered recently, I'm making cards for them and just sending them out with 60 doses. And I'm going, hey, by the way, this promo is amazing. And here's the links for carts for your friends. If you're up for sharing it, it's already done. Here's a link. You can text it out. Once they do it, call them, get to associate, get your second person.
Yep. So like Jessica said, though, having those carts ready to go. Don't wait till the order is ready. Remember, when someone wants to make a decision, they typically want to make it fast. Otherwise, they're going to vacillate over it or worry about, well, maybe I don't really want to do it. Should I check with this? Should I do this? Is this the best call? Whatever. People want to act quickly. We're in a quick society. You want to be able to send them that cart right away, let them know they're getting the best pricing with the free shipping and the free box, and they are ready to go. And it will take them 2 minutes to enroll or less. 2 minutes is if they probably forget how to spell their name, because this is the fastest way to be able to do that. Set up these carts, make it foolproof for them. Guys, keeping it real. I mean, as silly as this sounds, I will tell you, your reels are going to get way more attention than any of your stories. Stories are phenomenal. You can pull people, you can get information. I'm not suggesting not to do them. However, doing reels, adding them in. If you haven't done one yet and you're interested in trying one, you need some tips, I would be more than happy to help anyone. I've been having a ton of fun with these, and I will tell you, it really brings a lot of new people into your feed. It brings a lot of new people into your Instagram, and it's a fun way to get a message really quick to people, and people love watching them. They're quick, they're witty, they're funny, and just be you. Don't try to overthink them. Like, you know, when I first started doing them, I didn't know what I didn't know. It's kind of like when you first start with isogenics, you don't know what you don't know, and you just kind of do it afraid. And I promise you, it will become part of your daily or weekly habit to start to add in 1 or 2 of these a week. And it changes algorithms. It brings other things to the top. There's people that have liked my reels, or I have a whole new group of promising prospects in there that because they start watching you or they start tagging you, and you have no idea how they came into your, back into your Instagram. And many times when you go back to your reels and you looked at who liked them or who commented them or the thousands of people that are seeing them compared to probably, just one of your normal posts, maybe a couple hundred see that, but a couple thousand, if not tens of thousands, if you ever have one that goes viral. I know Mia had one. Mia's just started doing them, and she had one that had 14,000 likes, guys, literally 14,000. And it was literally her baby. And it was nothing about even the Isagenix products, but it brought new people in. She reached back out to them. It just brought all these new prospects, potential, other moms who just thought her reel was hysterical. It's, so don't feel like it always has to be about Isagenix either. It just could be a new way that you could attract people. And guys, when you have new people that are launching, new people that are trying, I know sometimes those gifts always help. The giveaways, maybe you want to do, maybe you're really pushing towards Mexico this week and there's some sort of giveaway. Maybe it's someone that you're really trying to get with, get with the, to become a consultant or become your manager, being like, hey, listen, how about if you, get to manager, I'll throw in this, fridge and a free box, or, whatever you feel comfortable doing. You don't have to do gifts, but it's always a fun way to get people excited. Again, people love free, people love incentives, people love, running towards knowing there's an incentive at the end there. So these are just some quick sure stop reminders. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to come back on here. And I just want to remind each and every one of you that yes, you can do the reels and you can do the stories and you can have the best before and afters and you can have tasting parties and go to Orange Theory and all of this, but so much comes back to your belief. So much comes back to what you want and what you want to build this business. And every time I feel like I'm getting stuck or I feel like I'm stopping, I go back to the pen and paper. I go back to what is my belief? What is that manifestation? What can I make happen? And if I start to get frustrated or I start to get fuzzy or I start to get like this, walk away from it for a half an hour, walk away from it for an hour, whatever it is, walk away from it, come back with that fresh energy. People feel that energy. People feel the excitement. Or people feel you pulling them down, or people feel that negative energy. So it's so important. Again, don't feel like you have to be glossy and fun and, charismatic all of the time, because if you're not in that mode, maybe that's not the time that you're doing reach outs. Maybe that's the time that you're doing, some cleanup of some reports, or maybe that's a time that you're doing something else. Give yourself that grace. But if you are running towards this goal, be so laser focused. And I love it. Jen Banowski actually said to me, she's like, I have a plan and I have a backup plan and I have a backup plan to my backup plan, because she's going to Mexico. She's already there. She's like I said, a hot molecule away, but she's already made it happen because she made a plan, which made a plan, which made a plan. She's like, well, if this person doesn't become consultant, these other two people I'm working with too. So don't just count on one person to become your manager. Who are two people you can work on to become your manager? How are you going to make that happen? And just work so hard. And again, even if you're not running towards that, use this promotion to catapult your business. Use this promotion to go back to the prospects that you haven't talked to in a while. Do what Jessica said, resend them a link and say, hey guys, this is the deepest discount I think you'll ever see when it comes to collagen, but it expires in 7 days. You need jump on this 30-day back money guarantee. That fear of missing out on a deal, right? Everyone wants a deal, and creating that excitement, right, about it. So don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to go back to those people. And a lot of people will really appreciate it. Remind people it's holiday time's coming up. Who, if they come on board and they're thinking about who the two people they can grab, who can you gift this to for a holiday present? Do you have a sister? Do you have a friend that you would love to help with stress, that you would love to help with better skin or better nails? Or be creative, think outside the box. But at the end of the day, like I said, all of these ideas, it's really how you're feeling and how you're manifesting it and how you bring these ideas to fruition at the end of the day of what's going to build your business. But the majority of it is right here and right here, between your head and in your heart, of knowing what you want, how you're going to serve, how you're going to take this opportunity, how you're going to take all this community and the people and the friends and the business opportunity, and the personal growth. And Holly and I talked about that on our call tonight. There's so many people out there that are really just looking for a sense of community. I do a lot of prospecting on LinkedIn. This girl on LinkedIn, her and I got on the phone tonight, never thinking, she's like, Erika, I have been watching you on Facebook. I didn't even know we were friends on Facebook. She goes, and whatever you're doing, it looks like you're having so much fun. She goes, I need some of that in my life. She was less concerned about the protein and the collagen, but she was like, I need this community. She's super excited to try the products, but so many people, we have to remember, they're looking for that gift and they're watching us. Right? I had no idea. She's like, I've been watching you for months. So you never know who may be watching you. And, we had a pep call earlier for our Mexico team. And, Holly reminded us all, you don't know who you can meet tomorrow, literally, but have your eyes and your ears open. Be willing to share. Be willing to just put yourself out there, to use some of these ideas. Maybe some of the ideas I gave you tonight will work. Maybe some of the other ones, you're like, that's just not me. I'm never going to do a reel, Erika. Don't like them. I know you think that you're hysterical on them, but they don't work for me. That's okay. Do you. Do what works for you, but don't be afraid to get creative. Don't be afraid to jump outside the box. Don't be afraid to share it. I would love if anyone would put in the comment right now, anything that they've dared to do since the Mexico promotion, or that they've dared to do in the last month, even if you're not running, that's been a change that you've done that maybe you never thought you were going to do, that you put out there, right? And think of strategic ways that you can do it and be more comfortable with it than maybe you feel today. And that's what all these promotions and all these ideas and running for this trip are going to do. It's going to make all what felt weird or uncomfortable last week feel really comfortable in the next 2 or 3 months. Right? All of those things that felt like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can post like that. I don't know if I can do a launch party or show up like, Mia said to me today, she's like, listen, my chiropractor is going manager. She's my manager and I'm going to be in Mexico. She's like, I'm going there on Monday and she's going to let me set up a booth, like a table in her, her office. And I'm literally just going to talk to all of her clients that come in and out and share it with her. And I'm going to get Dr. Heidi to be that manager. And she's the reason I'm going to go to Mexico, because I'm going to help her build herself to manager, right? She's willing to put herself out there and to get creative and to say, hey, listen, sometimes people need a little boost. Sometimes people need a little help getting there. So any other ideas of anyone no one's done anything else outside the box? Come on, guys. I know some of you have. I know some of you have put yourself out there, made yourself feel a little uncomfortable. Pop events. Okay. Yes, Danielle, I love it. So just pop up events, making things happen. I don't care if that's with 2 people. I'd rather it be 2 of the right people than 20 of the wrong people. Right. So just being afraid to say, hey, listen, we're doing a collagen and champagne tomorrow morning. Who wants to come by my house? Right. Handed out samples on my recent cruise. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I know in my purse, I carry these little bags around, right, with the collagen in it, right? And my little QR codes with my business card. And I'm handing these out when I find the right person, not to everyone, but when I find the right person, constantly having these with this business, making people try it, say, hey, listen, I cannot wait for you to try it. It's a great way to follow up with people. Started reels, Laura, thank you. Hand out samples everywhere I go. Donna's saying I started a conversation with a stranger in a health food store last week about collagen, ended up a little group and she needs business cards. Ann White said she drove 3 hours to set up an event. I mean, this is amazing. People are putting themselves out there because, guys, that's how you build a business. Daniela said she did a vendor opportunity at Athletia and F45, which is like a workout place. Melissa said I did a personal video on how it helped me. I mean, that takes guts, guys, especially if you're new, right? Especially if that's not like a comfort zone for you. But people are watching, people are saying, wow, she's being bold, right? And just like you would do it in any sort of business, sometimes we have to be a little edgy. We think about the companies that are a little edgy and put themselves out there. Don't be afraid to be a little edgy. Be authentic and be yourself. Don't do it anything that doesn't feel right, but don't be afraid to be like, what is he or she going to think, right? This is your business, your growth. And by doing that, you get people excited. You get people to be like, wow, she's ready to run towards these goals. And I want to support him or her in those goals. So guys, that is what I have. Jessica, anything else that you wanted me to run through tonight? I am great. I am cold messaging a good amount of people. Jessica's cold messaging. I mean, she's a pro at that. I've been using a ton of LinkedIn. It's been a great place to connect with people. I've started to really change that up. I was like, I need some new people in my business. I need people that are business oriented. Say some of you are going, I've never been on LinkedIn. I don't even know if I can make a LinkedIn page. Make one. Go do that this week. Maybe that's your challenge, right? Think about other ways. People on there are looking for business opportunities.
So, you know, we focus on beauty people a lot, but one of the things that I've really noticed so much with collagen is the reduction in my knee pain from running. I love, not that I'm going to win any races, but I just really enjoy a nice leisurely jog around my town. And my knees really pay the price from that. I run on my treadmill, it hurts. And I noticed that at my youngest daughter's preschool, there's a lot of moms who also run. And so I've just struck up some conversations with them about running and how many miles they're putting in. And inevitably, people that run a lot, Jen Van Nels and you are one of the prime person for this, you know, a lot of runners, a lot of people complain, hey, I love to run. It's so good for my mindset and my mood. It's really painful to my knees. And I've just been striking up conversation and friendships with them, getting in running groups with them. And I have a whole bunch of people that are like, oh my gosh, wait, is this stuff really going to work for your knees? And that's one thing. Also running groups, same kind of thing. Just it's friendships, it's relationships. I'm getting a ton of value from being in these pages, really inspiring. And some people, I post some value, like about I just got a new running sneaker that really feels good. And I just posted and said, like, I know people are always looking for the next greatest running shoe. This one is really, I'm really liking this one. And I like the look of it. And I think this is such a sleek design. And people that commented and engaged said they had it, talked. And then some of those people, I looked at their page and thought we would be friends in real life. And I sent them a note and said, hey, I saw your comment. I happened to peek at your page. I just looked and just thought that post that you put up about your puppy, I could have written it. It was so funny. Loved it. We would be friends in real life. And I thought I would just connect with you. And so I honestly, guys, this business is the coolest business because you get paid to make really cool friends. And I think some training I did once for Isogenics was just about adding value and being a great connector. And I have to tell you, Erika, I have learned so much about those things from you. And I always say this, guys, is that Erika is the first person where if someone posts that they have a question, need a favor, want to meet someone, looking for a job, she sends them a private message and she's always putting people together. She's one of the first people when my niece said, hey, I'm looking for a job. She's not an engineer, but I was like, Erika, do you know anyone? And immediately Erika jumps on the phone with her. She's connected her with a whole bunch of people. She gave her some feedback on her resume. If you guys are living a life where you're just adding value to all kinds of people with no expectation, number one, it will bless your soul. And number two, I believe so strongly it will grow your business. And ultimately, you will be on an inflatable, flamingo or otherwise, Mexico, with all of us. And I just want to say this as we're closing this call out. Erika did such an awesome job. And I want to just emphasize this. This is the most doable, attainable trip promotion that I've ever seen in this company. 541. And so when she was talking about, hey, maybe you just, we have a girl who she's under Holly Kirsch. She just started. When I say just started, like she enrolled her first person, like maybe Friday. She'll qualify for this trip. There is zero doubt in my mind. It's enrolling 5 people. Literally 5 people. You could probably name 5 people right now in your head who would love to grab the best deal on collagen, money back guarantee. And every one of those people, I guarantee you, knows 2 people with skin that will want to try this product. And so if you just make it your standard, I'm going to enroll 5 people this week on this awesome promo. And I'm going to tell 5 people or 4 people, I'm going to show them how to get theirs for free. Everyone deserves to have their product for free. An Afterglow bundle this week with free shipping plus 10 doses of this magical liquid Zen that I feel immediately. Free shipping, $203. You share that with 2 people and you get back $200 in cash for those people on our team that are in the US. So it works amazing. It works even better when it's free. Everyone deserves to have it for free. And you want to literally just say, I need to help you. Who do you know that would be up for trying this? This promo only goes until Sunday. Let's get it for some people. I go the extra mile, create the cart for them, send them the link, go, here's all you have to do. Literally forward this link out to people. They order, money magically shows up at your door. So we have some people that are not just running for Mexico, but also running for a rank advancement. The last thing that I want to bolt on to what Erika was talking about is this is Erika, Holly, and they're famous for doing these push or grow weeks where you notice in our comp plan, all boats rise with the tide. When you're running, your entire team should be running alongside you. Your upline should be running alongside you. And the swell of volume and momentum in a comp plan like ours, where 2/3 of our income can be built with other people above you and below you, everyone running together creates a swell of volume and momentum that is like an unstoppable freight train. And so here's why I want to just give you some pointers. If I were you, and I'll tell you, if you want to see what I'm doing in a day, it's not pretty. This is the first shower I've had in several days, but I'm so fired up for this that I want to tell you, I'm literally saying, who can we get the 5-cycle bonus for? Who can earn it? Who's been a consultant with me? I just look at my consultants and I go, all right, who has never earned a 5-cycle bonus? You get 5 cycles, so you get paid $270 from Isagenix, and Isagenix goes, hey, you hit 5 cycles the first 2 times. You had to have been a consultant the full week last week to get this, but you get a $250 extra bonus. $520 for the week. Lauren and I both worked in restaurants. Do you know how long you got to work in a restaurant to make $520? Are you joking me? People will leave $5 tips. That is a lot of tables. So I want to tell you, that is big money to get these people paid this week. Who can we get? Go to your consultants, and I want you to get everybody you can that 5-cycle bonus. They can do this. I want you to see, who do I have at consult? Who do I have that maybe they have one person? In Isagenix, we call that a pirate. Pirate has one leg. Your people that only have enrolled one person, they have one leg, they're a pirate. Who can we get to consultant? You can literally go to reports in your back office, business blueprint, and it'll show you who's approaching a rank advancement. And if you could just think about turning a dial up one notch, everyone I enrolled, I want to help them grab this promo and get their product, their entire investment that they put out already, $200, get it back for them. How can I get people paid? I want you to look through every person you've ever enrolled. How can I get these people paid? Oh, consultants. Okay, well, cool. How can I get you to manager? Let me help you get your people too. Let me help you get the 5-cycle bonus. Okay, you're already a manager. I want to get you to director. We can do this. Let me show you how. It's our standard. Every person shares with 2 people, and directors to executive. And do you guys understand the swell of volume? I remember Adrienne McGovern. We're not going to talk about, you should turn off the recording probably, but I remember Adrienne McGovern having her first, I said, Adrienne, you're going to make $30,000 next month. I just know it because you're going to create this grow week. You're going to get all these people paid. And she wrote me and she goes, I never believed you, but $30,000 she made in a month. Guys, there is unlimited amount of income. Not that you want to make 30,000, but that's when you start creating this swell of momentum and duplication and just take people up one notch, the next level. It's always my goal. And by the way, depth. Looking down. I don't care if you're not enrolled to me, you're 50 levels down. Somebody you enrolled someone and they're really nice, but the person you enrolled's gone. There's no interruption of volume here. You go and get people paid. And so I just want to tell you, coming in, just watching, Erika does so much of this with such ease. She gave very simple structure on what to do. You can attract new people. She does reels like no one else. Mia LeBlanc, she's my real go-to girl now with the 14,000 views. But I got to tell you, be who you are. I've done 2 reels. They both were terrible. I think 7 views of the 10 that they got were my mom rewatching. They're not that great. I'm doing okay in Isagenix. You don't have to do reels. Erika's doing flipping awesome. Mia LeBlanc's doing amazing. You want to be like them? Cool. But if you're not comfortable with reels and you're like, not my week to get comfortable, don't have to do a reel. You don't like stories? That's cool. I do stories and I don't know if they get much viewership, but I do a couple of them. They haven't got me any enrollments because I haven't been practicing them. But if that's not your thing, it doesn't have to be. But what Erika's showing is things that work, things that are great. Be you. You might know something that really works. I mean, maybe you Maybe you make really cool posts, engagement posts. Maybe you get out to coffee shops, you go to a gym and you just talk to everybody that's there. You try a new blow up place every week because you're that kind of person. I mean, you just living your life and you just attract people. You're like a magnet. I'm looking at Teresa Norvell. Like I would just chase her down the road and be like, what are you doing? I will do that. If you're like that, cool. Don't do a reel ever, Teresa. You're good. But I just want to tell you, if you're into learning about reels, there's so much cool free training on how to do them. Look at Erika's, borrow these ideas. This team is an open book. If that's how you want to build, awesome. But the best thing here is we have built the longest table and there is a seat for everyone, no matter who you are. And guess what? We will get stretch limo buses, as many as we need to get everybody on both of these teams to Mexico by the 14th. Come with us, have the trip of an absolute lifetime for free. Bring a guest because I can see each of you calling somebody up and going, you're my guest for an all expenses paid excursion in the beginning of December, the most stressful, insane time. Denise Wiggins is a travel agent. She will tell you it is a premium property with fabulous amenities and Isagenix does it right. It's a free trip. That's the most doable trip ever. Why wouldn't you go for it? You have the support of every leader here. And literally, we will stand on chairs clapping for you when you qualify. We are so excited. Congratulations to the people that have already qualified. Now I want to challenge you, each of you who have already qualified and each of you who are so close within an Isa Delight and an e-shot and a couple of doses of collagen away from qualifying. I want to encourage you this. Your job right now is to reach down and get other people there. 2 people from your team. You want to have at least a full car. You want to have a roller coaster car full of people to be in Mexico. We're going to get floaties for 4. So I want you to each have a couple of people to fill up a floaty. If you've qualified or you're close, your job is to get other people there to make this the biggest, most empowered week and month you've ever had in Isagenix that this company has ever seen. And I'm going to close out with the last thing that I said to you guys last week.
Wait.
Yeah.
Because you're amazing. Yeah. I almost intersected and I was like, nope. And I was like, oh, I probably should have done it because whatever you're going to close with, you're definitely going to close with. But I just want to say one teeny tiny thing. When Erika's talking about the energy around this, you guys, it's so powerful. Like if you really feel like you're beating your head against the wall, like, oh my gosh, I have to message 3 more people. And oh my gosh, I have to message 5 more people. And I haven't posted today. Like you are going to put that out to the universe. That's how people are going to respond to you. And it's not going to be fun. Kathy Cooper always says that the most fun part of this business is when you're enrolling, right? And I would say the most fun part of it is when you have like a new person who's really excited, you know, when they're like, show me, I'm coachable, send me the videos, like I'm plugging in, and you just see it because it makes all the people that, you know, are just product users or don't want to do this, like bring to fruition. But it truly starts with you. And I just want to encourage you guys with everything Jess is saying, what has worked really well for me, and I'm really close to earning the trip, right? I mean, my leader and action points, to be totally transparent, you guys, are like higher right now in the first week of November than they were in October. I mean, I meant like the minimums that I have to, but I was on vacation, I did my retreat, like I was distracted and I could tell. And I was like, ooh, right? I mean, it's still great leader and action points. I'm not complaining, but for the standard I put to myself, I was like, that is not going to help me secure a top 5 spot, right? For Cabo and the things that motivate me. So I have it mapped out. I was writing out who I was enrolling before they came in. Like before you guys go to bed tonight, get out your notebook, like write out who those 5 enrollments are, write down the names and get really clear, because when you are that convicted and that energy goes out, people just show up. 2 people that I enrolled yesterday, I've never spoken to. So all the messages that Jessica's saying, you know, you're doing the cold reach outs and you're doing this and you're so convicted, literally I've never had a conversation with them, but that's how clear I am right now. That's how like rock solid the vision is. And that's the energy. The same. I was writing out consultants, you know, like Preston is going to be a consultant. Emily's going to be a consultant. And 2 of my newest consultants are not the people, but it's that conviction, like without a question, it's happening. When Laura and I were at our retreat 2 weeks ago, and she said, you haven't bought your flights yet? And I'm like, dude, I was in Mexico when they launched the Mexico thing. She goes, I booked my flights right away. We're going. I was like, okay, when are you flying? I'll book my flights, you know, and like coming home, I booked my flight for a trip that we hadn't won because we're that convicted, right? It's that posture, it's that belief in the energy, and things just start to show up. And so the way that Jessica messages people and says, hey, like it's better if it's free. You know, these products are amazing and it's better when it's free. Or who do you know? I'll create the links for you and we'll send them out. Those are amazing strategies, right? We all have utilized them. And if you haven't, now you have 2 brand new strategies on ways to create consultants. But I wanted to just add into that a couple of the things that have been working really, really well for our team, and when we have all these consultants that I wanted to share with you, one of them is asking people to put up a post or message people for you, right? But it's literally doing it for them. So I messaged some of my people, especially people that are in network marketing, that they've called me and said, I'm at the end of the month, I have a goal before my volume flushes and I want to help. I said, you know how I've purchased some stuff for you? I said, I'm going for a goal. If I gave you the image and exactly what to post, would you be willing to put it up and tag me in it? And I said, well, you're busy. I'm just going to send it over. So if you're comfortable, you know, I would love it. I would appreciate it so much. And it said something like, I've been using this revolutionary collagen. You know, I'm absolutely blown away. If you're interested in it, my friend Lauren, and that's how she tagged me, can help you with discounted pricing or something along the sorts, right? So I had 4 brand new people that put the post up for me. 2 of my consultants last week are from the post they put up. They're not building this business. They're not distributors. It was just a way to announce it. And then as I saw people commenting, I wrote them. I said, oh my gosh, I can help you. I'm so glad that Brandy introduced us, or I'm so glad Brandy put the post up, et cetera, et cetera. So that is one. Ask your customers to post for you. But when you just say, will you put up a social media post, they're not going to do it because they don't know what to say. They don't know if it's compliant. They don't know where to get a picture. If you make it super simple and say, here's the image, here's the verbiage, would you just be willing to put it up to your audience? Or I gave them a script to text that was very similar. Hey, I've been using this revolutionary, you know, marine collagen. It helps with XYZ. My friend Lauren has discounted links. You know, if you're interested, she can help you get started. Or I thought about you because you've always been into, if you are interested, she can help you order. And that was it. And they sent it out. And then I would get these texts and was like, hey, you know, Sam wants to order. Someone texted me and was like, hey, Brandy sent me, you know, your number. Like, can you tell me more about the collagen? And I'm doing the legwork. But the referrals that come in from your customers is incredible. But the part that I want you guys to really listen to was I gave them the exact verbiage, exact. I didn't leave it into like Mr. Land of what they were going to say or what they were going to post. That's the first. The second, and I just did this with a girl because I was loving, hi, Miss Trinity. I was loving what Jessica said about this is the deepest discount. It expires. I mean, it inspired me right away. This girl that I sat next to recently getting a pedicure that's kind of on the fence. And she's been telling me, I kind of want to do the nutrition. I kind of want to do the collagen. I can't afford both. And so she's oscillating. And so I wrote her, I said, girlfriend, our company just launched the best promotion. And I said, it's the deepest discount and expires in 7 days. Grab Jessica's verbiage. And I said, and I have a strategy how you can get both, you know, buy one, get one. When can you chat with me? And what I'm going to strategize is one with the collagen, her order, spouse with the nutrition. She needs one person, right? Because of the double PIBs and the consultant bonus, right? She only needs one other person. And so Emily Sutherland, who's an amazing leader on our team, Laura, I mean, some of these girls, they literally draw it out. They grab like a notebook piece of paper. It's not fancy. And it's just like, hey, look, if you get 2 people and they draw out the you share, it's always under a minute and they text it out because it starts to put the seed of who they can work out to. And it's so important. So I know a lot of us are focused on our reach outs and posting and our enrollments, but some of you have the enrollments, but you're like, how do I create the consultants that ask us, reach out to us? You know, people like Janelle and Holly Kirsch and Jessica that have already qualified, ask them, what are you doing? And I assure you that there's some of these simple steps, but people don't know what they don't know. You know, use the graphic that shows to people, but I love drawing the pen and paper and saying, if your husband orders this, you know, stock up. And you know, one other person, here's what comes back. And once people see it, because they're so visual, sometimes actually seeing the drawing and not just typing the verbiage or memoing them, it clicks, especially for your visual earners. And they're like, oh my gosh, okay, I can totally do this. So I didn't want to like hijack or anything. I still want to hear what Jessica was going to say. But my only 2 thoughts on that was that's what's working really well. But your energy around this is so freaking important. And when you are enrolling people and you're rank advancing, it's literally like people are dropping in your lap. Like you're like, where are all these people coming from? But you have to sometimes go through the crickets or get through the funk for that to happen. But when you're in the grocery stores, you're at the nail place, you're at the oil change, whatever it is, it's literally like you feel like people are getting dropped in your life because you're in alignment. And it starts with what Jessica's going to close with being obsessed with getting people paid. That's what
I'll tell you, I love those ideas, and that's just brilliant. And people want to help you. People are like, I would love to help your business. What's the big deal if I post? And the beautiful thing is they may not even realize they're going to get money magically and have not done the work. And you know what? We've had a couple people that have fallen into sharing and then they get money and they go, wait a second, I love this stuff. I need to tell everyone. So what I was actually going to say, this is just a repeat of something I said on the last call, but you know, when Lauren and I were out at corporate and they talked about how we typically have a slower Q4. And I have to tell you guys that I've never felt more convicted that we will not here. And if you heard me, if you're on that call and they talk about just this, what they call a camel hump. So, you know, you come out of January and you start seeing big growth. And then we have this drop off in Q4. And guys, what I want to tell you is that is a story that someone told someone and it became a rumor that someone tried to baptize as fact. And I want to just call interruption on that. I want to call, let's get factual. And I will say this, I said this on the last call, but I just want to recognize that when Lauren and I first started, it was right around this time period. In fact, this is about my 8-year anniversary. So one of these days is my 8-year anniversary. Denise, I know your 8 years is coming up in a little bit, but we came in and nobody told us anything about if it's slow or if it's not slow. And I remember Lauren enrolled 42 people in December. And she was asked, how did you do it?
My second year was December.
She was
asked. I started in December, so it never made sense to me. I didn't know that either.
Right. Like, thank you, Janelle. You're right. So what I will say is that no one told us that it was slow. She enrolled 42. I enrolled 36. We won a trip. Just FYI, we won an awesome, amazing trip. St. Thomas and St. John. It was fabulous. But I just want to tell you, no one told us. And so I believe that this Q4 right now, we are on pace to have the biggest Q4 we've ever had as a team by a lot. And I intend to. I mean, you heard the recognition across these two teams. Does that sound slow to you? The Kathy Coover, literally, I was just texting with her and I was like, Kathy, here's what I want to tell you. We are building the dream team. And she goes, no kidding. We are building the dream team. And you know what the dream team does? They say Q4 is the opposite of slow. Q4 is explosive. We come to win. We come for impact and income and growing people and rising people up and reaching down and getting a lot of people on this trip and doing whatever it takes to have some fun and to really show people a outcome that they've never even saw coming. And I'm so fired up about it. I can barely sleep about it. I'm up earlier than I want to be, thinking about how Q4 is going to be so huge, how we're going to just disrupt this crazy pattern. It's the worst rumor. It's the biggest rumor. If you've ever think about a celebrity rumor, weird gossip, it's the worst rumor that somewhere along the line, people started believing and imprinting on their DNA. And we're coming as disruptors to say, not true. In fact, patently false. Watch out. And we're going to make Q4 the new standard for growth in this company. And so I'm fired up as can be about what was about to go down to show this company what Q4 looks like. And I want your partnership. And I just would ask you, if you're committed to do it, join us. Lock arms with me, Lauren, Erika, Denise, Brandy, Holly, so many of these gorgeous people, Tina and Susan and Laura and Cindy, Jen, Kelly. If you're committed, lock arms with us. And let's go to the ever-loving moon and make it a Q4 that people talk about 10 years from now. They say those two teams totally disrupted what we believed is to be the pattern of this company. Total disruptor. Have a great night, guys. Thanks so much for having us.